So today we are going to learn how to set up the dokploy and the server for the BPS. Okay. So most of the times I will be giving you guys access for the email, and you will be able to access this here. Like if this is the account we are having, so go to here and go here and set up. Let's start now. We can use Indian one. Go here, OS with panel, this one, dokploy. This is the same environment as Vercel, so it's a dashboard provided by them. The setup complete. So it will take around 2 or 3 minutes to set up. So till then I am going to show you how you can link the any IP address to any of the domains. For example, I am here in the dashboard. I am managing the domain. Uh, Wait a second. Here we can see here's the domain name. Let's go to edit DNS. While managing the DNS, you can see there's a record with www with priority 0 and content this one. So this is the IP address. We are targeting the www dot website, and this is the IP address of the server where our VPS is running. Same for this one. If you see any @record with the same IP address, for example this one, this is the a record here and @record here with the IP address this one. So our main website is running on this server with this IP. Okay, so if you want to access your deployed domain, for example cmsil.com, so when you choose that now, you have to deploy that on this server with this IP, and you have to make a record with @ means the default one, like www dot cmsil.com. The default one is cmsil.com, that is default one. So this will be denoting that it will redirect the IP address, like whatever the website is hosted on this IP, it will be accessible at cmsil.com. If you want to access that website using www.cmsil.com, so you have to create a www record with the IP. This is a different IP because both the domains refer to other servers or other apps. Okay, let's see our hostinger is ready or not. It's installing the OS. Let's wait. Now I am going to show you how to connect them after installing the dokploy. Let's wait for a while. So you can see here it's deployed. Let's go to manage VPS. For now we can skip this. So here you can see dokploy installed. We also can do without any OS, like the dokploy with Ubuntu. So we have installed an application, that is the server manager, same as Vercel, on our Ubuntu. We also can deploy the Ubuntu only, and we can do all the things manually, but dokploy makes it automatic. like same as virtual, where we push and the code deploys automatically. So we can go here at the manage panel. I'll add the name. For now I'm making all the same, so let's save it. So you can see the dashboard is running in this IP with the port 3000. Now what I explained to you guys, so suppose you want to access this IP address with the subdomain called dokploy.cmsil.com. So for the subdomains, what we have to do is just copy the IP address, open the DNS system, just create a record with the A type and type here dokploy. It can be anything where you want to access your application for the subdomain. So the main domain is cmsil.com. So we are creating the subdomain like dokploy.cmsil.com. So our dokploy service will be accessible here. Okay. So I'm naming it like this and I'm pointing to IP address. Just remove all the things here. Let's match it again. 55 and 55. This is the record. Just add the record here. It will connect www and add the record both for this one dokploy. Let's copy this and confirm. It will create the record. So what we just did is we linked this IP address for this subdomain. Okay. Now here, if you want to access this dashboard on the dokploy subdomain, you have to go in the web server. Just put this dokploy.cmsil.com and add the Gmail here. For example, I will use Gmail of this account. Let's copy this. So this mail is for let's encrypt email. This is used for sending any alerts if your certificate gets expired. So enable the HTTPS, that will ensure that your website is secured with the HTTPS. Connection provided, let's encrypt. It's an organization, open source organization that helps to give you a free certificate. Let's add the domain we have just created, this one, dokploy.cmsil.com. We can enable it and add the email here again. It got okay, it's just going. Let's make it in a quick one. I have saved it. Now let's try to access it there. Okay, it's not accessible right now. Let's check what's the issue. It's org. Let's make it cmsil.org. Let's try to access this here. It will be accessible after server restart. Let's restart the server. Server reloaded. Let's refresh it. It's taking time. Okay, let's check it if it's correct or not. So is the dokploy IP address is correct? I think. Now it's accessible at this domain because that was missing the HTTPS. So just make it HTTPS, it's accessible. Now let's log in. Now we are logged in on the dokploy panel. Here you can create the project. For example, I am creating the CMSIL. Here's the project. Inside the project you can create multiple applications. So here are many templates. If you want to create an AppWrite instance, if you want to create a database, for the database there is direct option. From here you can choose any database like MongoDB, MariaDB, Redis, or Redis for caching, anything. It will create the database instance directly. You can access there with the provided link by them. And in the template section you can choose any open hosted like open source software to install here. For example, we are going to use Superbase for this project, so I am going to install this one. Let's create it. Server is default because we are having a phone server. Let's go here. If you want to change any environment variables, you can change here, and you can just click on deploy. It will start deploying it. Same for like Vercel applications. For example, if you want to create or deploy the Next.js app, select the server, CMSIL, frontend CMSIL, we are going to this one. And now here we can use GitHub connection. Here choose a GitHub account, go to settings, connect your GitHub account, and same as Vercel, after connecting the account you have to choose all the repositories with the accessor you want, and just hit the deploy button. It will deploy that. And in the domain section you can add the domain. Like if we want, like it's the development phase, we have to add a record with dev subdomain. Oh, I missed it. Let me do it again. So let's create the record for the dev subdomain. I am creating the dev subdomain, and the IP address will be same for this because our subdomain is also a part of that IP. Like if we are going to deploy anything on this dokploy dashboard, it will deploy this on the same IP address. Okay, so we will choose the dev subdomain and it will point to this IP address. We can add the create add record. So it will be the dev environment for our application like dev.cmsil.org. After completing the production process, like if the website is ready to deploy it, we will modify this record, the add that record with this, and we will replace this IP address with our server, that is 82.112.238.55. and same for www domain, because our application is same, so we will rename it and we will change the IP address by adding this IP address. Okay, now how I was saying about front end. So for example, suppose you have deployed the front end, okay, and you have to deploy this on this domain called dev.cmsil.org. We will add here .org, and we will have the port here. The port will be same for the package.json file. Here is the port, and we have to choose the HTTPS and choose the let encrypt provider. We already have added the mail on the web server. It will take from there. You just have to create it here, and let's validate. It's validated, so our IP address is connected to that domain. For example, if we are going to access this one, it will not show anything because the application is not deployed yet. Okay, for that you just have to connect the GitHub account and select the branch, and it will auto deploy. For example, if I show you like this, here in this repo I have linked the domain. The GitHub account is connected. Here is the account, the repository, the branch, and save. And you can enable this auto deploy button. When the code is pushed in this branch, the promote branch, it will auto deploy the application on that server. For example, if you want to debug, like if backend is running on the server, you have to debug that. Like if there are any logs on the production server, you can go here at the log side, and here you can see all the logs for that application. For example, it's a backend server, so all the logs will be visible here, and you can download it here also to give to the any AI assistant or something like that. And for the deployment logs, you will have to go here. For example, here's the error for the deployment. You can see there are some errors here, and at the time of deployment the error will be showing here. After the success deployment, all the logs will be visible here. Okay, and now I'm going to explain you something like this monitoring setup. Here you can see all the monitoring things, all the disk space and memory usage, CPU usage will be visible here. And in the Docker container, you can see all the Docker containers running in the server. And yeah, these are the main things you have to work on. Like in the documentation, you can explore other things also. And don't update the server without asking me. Okay, if you guys have any doubts, you can just message